Steve Harvey stopped everything on Family Feud to pray for a contestant with stage 4 cancer. In an extraordinary moment that transcended the game show, Steve Harvey took a stand, pausing the excitement of competition to offer a heartfelt prayer for Jessica, a courageous 34-year-old battling stage 4 cancer. This powerful act of compassion revealed how a single moment can shine a light in the darkest of times. Prepare to witness a story that reminds us all of the strength found in kindness and community, as we delve into this unforgettable experience that touched the hearts of many. The stage is alive with energy as the familiar theme music of Family Feud fills the air, signaling the start of another exciting episode. Contestants stand ready, beaming with excitement and anticipation. But amidst the laughter and competitive spirit, one woman stands out, Jessica, a vibrant 34-year-old with an infectious smile that lights up the room. Today, she's not just playing a game. She's here to share her inspiring story and fight against stage 4 cancer, a battle she has faced with remarkable courage and resilience. As the host, Steve Harvey, introduces the teams, Jessica's family cheers her on from the sidelines, their faces a mix of pride, love, and anxiety. They know the stakes are high, not just for the game, but for Jessica, who has faced more battles than most could ever imagine. Each question answered correctly is a small victory, a testament to her determination and strength in the face of an overwhelming challenge. The audience feels the weight of her journey, understanding that behind the smiles and laughter lies a profound struggle. As the first round unfolds, the tension in the air becomes palpable. Every laugh shared and every point scored serves as a poignant reminder of the fragility of life and the importance of cherishing each moment. Jessica's heart races, not just from the thrill of competition, but from the weight of what she's fighting against. What she didn't know was that this game would soon become a turning point, not just for her, but for everyone watching. With each question posed by Steve, Jessica channels her focus and determination. The game is not just a contest of knowledge, it's a platform for her to showcase her spirit and resilience. As she steps up to the buzzer, her mind races through the challenges she has faced, the countless doctor visits, the treatments that tested her limits, and the unwavering support from her family and friends. This moment is more than just a game. It is an opportunity to inspire others who may be facing their own battles. As the clock ticks down, Jessica gathers her strength, determined to shine even brighter in the spotlight. The audience senses something special in the air, an unspoken understanding that this moment is about more than just winning. It's about hope, courage, and the power of community. In that instant, the laughter and competition fade into the background, and the true essence of the show emerges, a celebration of life, resilience, and the bonds that bring us together in times of hardship. Jessica's family watches with bated breath, knowing that regardless of the outcome, this experience has already made a significant impact. The support and love that surround Jessica radiate from the screen, captivating the hearts of viewers at home. They are reminded that within the competitive realm of game shows, there lies a profound opportunity for connection and compassion. As the game progresses, Jessica becomes more than just a contestant. She becomes a symbol of hope and strength. The audience cheers not only for her correct answers, but for the spirit she embodies. A reminder that even in the face of adversity, we can rise, shine, and inspire those around us. In this extraordinary moment on Family Feud, Jessica's journey intertwines with the lives of countless others, proving that together, we can overcome the toughest challenges life throws our way. As the first round of Family Feud comes to a close, The atmosphere is electric with excitement and anticipation. The scores are tallied, and Jessica's team has performed admirably. Laughter fills the studio as Steve Harvey, with his trademark humor, engages both the contestants and the audience, lightening the mood. However, beneath the jovial surface, Jessica feels a wave of emotion wash over her. She knows that this moment, while fun and exhilarating, is also a platform for something deeper, something that could resonate far beyond the confines of the stage. When the second round begins, Jessica steps forward with renewed determination. The questions come fast and furious, and with each correct answer, her confidence grows. Yet, it's the moments in between the questions that begin to weave a powerful narrative. As Steve interacts with the contestants, he catches a glimpse of Jessica's spirit and asks her about her journey. With the audience hanging on her every word, Jessica shares a glimpse into her life, the trials she has faced, the love she has received, and the unwavering support of her family and friends. "Tell us more about your story, Jessica," Steve prompts, his tone shifting from playful to sincere. The laughter fades as the audience leans in, eager to hear what she has to say. Jessica takes a deep breath, feeling the weight of her words. "I was diagnosed with stage 4 cancer a year ago," she begins, her voice steady but emotional. "At first, it felt like my world was crashing down. But I quickly realized that I wasn't alone. My family has been my rock, and every moment we've spent together has made me stronger." As she speaks, the studio transforms. The bright lights and lively backdrop fade into the background, and all that remains is Jessica's voice, filled with hope and resilience. The audience can feel the sincerity in her words. They can see the strength behind her smile. It's a moment of connection that transcends the game itself. Steve, visibly moved, nods in understanding. "That's an incredible story, Jessica. You're a true inspiration, and we're all rooting for you." The audience erupts in applause, a wave of support washing over Jessica, enveloping her in warmth and encouragement. In that moment, she realizes that her battle is not just her own. It has become a shared experience with everyone in the room and beyond. The questions continue, but now they carry a different weight. Each correct answer feels less like a victory in a game and more like a testament to her journey. When a particularly challenging question arises about popular game shows, Jessica hesitates, her mind racing. But then she remembers the laughter she has shared with her family while watching shows like this one. And she buzzes in with confidence, providing the correct answer. The crowd cheers, and Jessica feels a rush of joy. Not just for the points scored, but for the connection forged through shared experiences. As the round progresses, Jessica's team continues to rack up points. But it's the exchanges with Steve and the heartfelt responses from the audience that resonate most deeply. Each round becomes a celebration of life, and every laugh shared is a reminder of the strength found in community. Jessica is no longer just a contestant. She is a beacon of hope, illuminating the path for others who may be struggling in silence. As the round concludes and the scores are updated, Jessica's team finds themselves in the lead. But as they prepare for the next round, Jessica knows that the true victory lies in the connections she has made and the message she has shared. This experience has become more than just a game. It has transformed into a powerful reminder of resilience, love, and the importance of supporting one another through life's challenges. With the audience still buzzing from her heartfelt story, Jessica steps back, feeling a sense of fulfillment. She is ready for whatever comes next, knowing that this moment in the spotlight has given her a voice that carries the weight of her journey and the strength of her spirit. With the excitement of the second round still swirling in the air, Jessica feels a renewed sense of purpose as she steps into the third round of Family Feud. The atmosphere in the studio is charged with energy, and the audience's support has transformed her nervousness into determination. Each cheer and encouraging shout from her family fuels her spirit, reminding her of why she is here. Not just to win, but to inspire and to share her journey with others who might be facing similar challenges. As the round begins, the questions come at a rapid pace, each one designed to test the contestants' knowledge of everything from pop culture to everyday scenarios. The opposing team appears equally eager to clinch the top spot, and the competitive spirit fills the air. Jessica, however, finds herself thriving in this environment. The earlier fears that had once clouded her mind are fading away, replaced by an overwhelming desire to connect with the audience and convey her message of hope. Then, midway through the round, the host, Steve Harvey, poses a question that catches everyone off guard. Name something that people often say when they're trying to cheer someone up. The audience falls silent, and Jessica feels a profound wave of emotion wash over her. This question resonates deeply, echoing her own journey of finding light in the darkness of her diagnosis. It reminds her of the countless times her family and friends have rallied around her, offering words of encouragement and support. With her heart pounding, Jessica buzzes in confidently, her voice steady but filled with emotion. They say, "You're stronger than you think," she answers, her words carrying the weight of her experiences. The audience erupts in applause, and Steve nods appreciatively, acknowledging the depth of her response. "That's a powerful statement, Jessica," he says, his tone shifting from playful to sincere. "And it's a reminder we all need sometimes." As the round progresses, each question answered correctly feels less like a victory in a game and more like a testament to her journey. Jessica finds herself reflecting on the battles she has faced over the past year, the grueling chemotherapy sessions, the long nights spent wondering about her future, and the moments of despair that threatened to overwhelm her. But through it all, she has always found strength in the love and support of her family and friends. And now, she is determined to share that strength with others. With each passing question, Jessica's confidence grows, and her team begins to build momentum. The more they answer correctly, the more the energy in the studio intensifies. The audience becomes her cheerleaders, clapping and shouting encouragement, creating an electric atmosphere that propels them forward. Jessica feels invigorated, not just by the competition, but by the sense of community that has blossomed around her. This moment is becoming something much larger than just a game. It is a celebration of life, resilience, and the bonds that unite people in times of hardship. As they approach the final questions of the round, Jessica knows that this is her moment to shine. She takes a deep breath, looking out at the faces in the audience. She sees her family beaming with pride, friends waving encouraging signs, and strangers who have been touched by her story. In that moment, she decides to take a leap of faith and share her heart with everyone watching. "I want to dedicate this game to everyone out there who is fighting their own battles," she declares, her voice ringing clear and strong. "You are not alone. Together, we can overcome anything." The studio erupts in applause, and tears fill the eyes of many, including Jessica's family. The moment is electric, filled with raw emotion and connection. Jessica's words resonate beyond the game show, reminding everyone of the strength found in unity and support. It's a pivotal moment, not just for her, but for everyone watching. The audience feels empowered, inspired by Jessica's bravery and her willingness to share her journey. As the round draws to a close, Jessica's team emerges victorious. But it's the shared journey and the connections formed that truly matter. The experience has become a testament to resilience, a celebration of life that goes beyond winning or losing. The audience stands in solidarity, a community united by hope and the belief that together they can face anything life throws their way. The applause echoes around the studio, a powerful reminder of the strength found in shared experiences. Jessica steps off the stage, her heart full and her spirit soaring. She knows that today was about more than just a game. It was about weaving a narrative of strength, love, and the power of connection. As she walks back to her family, they embrace her tightly, their pride and love enveloping her like a warm blanket. She understands now that this moment, this journey, and the support she has received are what truly define her victory. The battle she fights is not just her own. It has become a shared experience, a beacon of hope that resonates with everyone who has faced their own struggles. As Jessica looks back at the stage, she feels a sense of fulfillment wash over her. This experience has empowered her to be a voice for those who may feel unheard. And she realizes that in sharing her story, she has created a ripple effect of hope that extends far beyond the studio walls. The journey is ongoing, but with each step, she knows she is not alone. Surrounded by love and support, she is ready to face whatever challenges lie ahead, fueled by the belief that together they can overcome anything. As the fourth round of Family Feud approaches, the anticipation in the studio reaches a fever pitch. The energy is palpable, and Jessica feels a mix of excitement and nerves coursing through her veins. The previous rounds have been transformative, not just for her, but for everyone involved. The connections made, the stories shared, and the laughter exchanged have created an atmosphere of solidarity that transcends the competition. This is not merely a game anymore. It has become a celebration of resilience, hope, and the human spirit. As the host, Steve Harvey, prepares to introduce the final round, he takes a moment to acknowledge the impact of Jessica's heartfelt dedication. "You've touched so many lives today, Jessica," he says, his voice sincere. "Your courage is inspiring, and I know everyone here is rooting for you." The audience erupts in applause, and Jessica feels a rush of gratitude. She knows that this moment is about more than just winning. It's about leaving a legacy of hope for those who may be facing their own battles. In this final round, the stakes are higher than ever. The questions become increasingly challenging, designed to test not only the contestants' knowledge, but also their ability to think on their feet. Jessica's team is ready, brimming with confidence and camaraderie. They huddle together, exchanging motivational words and affirmations, their bond stronger than ever. Each member of the team is committed to supporting one another, and they are determined to make their mark. The first question of the round is asked, and the tension in the studio is palpable. Name something people do when they're feeling stressed. Jessica buzzes in quickly. "They take a deep breath," she answers, her voice ringing clear. The audience reacts with cheers, and Jessica feels a wave of relief wash over her. The answer is correct, and it sets the tone for the rest of the round. Her team is off to a strong start, and the momentum builds with each subsequent question. As the questions continue, Jessica feels an exhilarating mix of adrenaline and purpose. The laughter and excitement fill the room, and each correct answer serves not only to boost their score, but also to reinforce the message of resilience they've been sharing throughout the game. The atmosphere is electric. Every cheer from the audience feels like a reminder of the strength found in community. However, as the round progresses, the competition intensifies. The opposing team is formidable, answering questions with precision and speed. Jessica can sense the pressure mounting, but she remains focused, drawing strength from the support of her family and friends who are cheering her on from the sidelines. Each time she glances at them, she is reminded of why she is here. Not just to compete, but to inspire and to show others that they too can find strength in their struggles. Then comes the moment of truth, a question that could determine the outcome of the game. Name a reason people might take a vacation. The studio holds its breath, the tension thick in the air. Jessica's mind races. She recalls the times she and her family have escaped to the beach, the laughter, the joy, and the healing that comes from those moments of togetherness. She buzzes in, her heart pounding. "To relax and recharge," she exclaims confidently. The audience erupts into cheers, and Jessica feels a rush of adrenaline. Steve turns to her, his expression one of admiration. "That's a great answer," he replies, confirming it with a nod. The scoreboard lights up, and Jessica's team takes the lead. The atmosphere shifts. What began as a competition has now transformed into a celebration, a moment where everyone feels like a winner. As the final questions are asked, the tension builds to a crescendo. The opposing team answers correctly, narrowing the score. But Jessica's team holds their ground, bolstered by the unwavering support of the audience. With every correct response, Jessica feels the weight of her journey lifting, replaced by a sense of pride and accomplishment. She knows that this experience will resonate beyond the game, touching the hearts of those watching at home who might be fighting their own battles. As they approach the final question, Jessica takes a deep breath, steadying her nerves. This is it, the moment that could change everything. The stakes are high, but she is ready. The question is posed, and she focuses intently, blocking out all distractions. Name something that makes people feel better when they're sick. The room goes silent, and Jessica buzzes in without hesitation. "Love and support from family," she answers, her voice unwavering. The audience erupts in applause once more, and Steve smiles broadly. "That's the truth right there," he exclaims. The final scores are tallied, and the tension reaches its peak. Jessica's team holds their breath as the results are announced. As the host reveals the winners, the studio explodes in celebration. Jessica's team emerges victorious, but as she looks around at the faces in the audience, she realizes that it's not just about winning. It's about the connections forged, the lives touched, and the hope shared. The experience has transformed her, and she knows that she has made a lasting impact, not just on the game show, but on everyone who has shared this journey with her. As the confetti falls and the celebrations begin, Jessica is overwhelmed with emotion. She embraces her teammates, her family, and friends, all of whom have been part of this incredible journey. They cheer and laugh together, celebrating not just their victory on the show, but their victory over life's challenges. In that moment, Jessica understands that she has not only won a game, she has shared a message of hope and resilience that will resonate long after the lights of the studio dim. She walks off the stage, her heart full, knowing that her journey is far from over. Together with her loved ones, she is ready to face whatever comes next, empowered by the belief that they can overcome anything, together. As the confetti settles and the applause begins to fade, Jessica finds herself stepping off the stage and into a new chapter of her life. The excitement of winning Family Feud is still fresh, but deeper feelings are starting to emerge. The experience has been transformative, not only for her as a contestant, but also for everyone who has been touched by her story. As she walks through the backstage area, she reflects on the journey that has brought her here. The battles she has fought, the love she has received, and the strength she has discovered within herself. Backstage, her family surrounds her, their faces beaming with pride. Jessica hugs each member tightly, feeling the warmth of their love and support enveloping her. "We are so proud of you, Jessica," her mother exclaims, tears of joy glistening in her eyes. "You were incredible up there." Her father nods in agreement, broad smile across his face. "You showed so much courage and heart," he adds, his voice filled with emotion. "Thank you for being my rock through all of this," Jessica replies, her voice thick with gratitude. She feels overwhelmed by the love surrounding her, a stark contrast to the isolation she sometimes felt during her treatment. This moment is a testament to the power of connection, and she is grateful for every person who has stood by her side. As the celebration continues, Jessica takes a moment to step outside the studio and breathe in the fresh air. The sun is setting, casting a golden glow across the horizon, and she feels a sense of peace wash over her. This moment marks not just a victory in a game show, but a turning point in her life. She realizes that her journey is not just about surviving cancer. It's about thriving, sharing her story, and inspiring others to find their own strength. As she walks through the parking lot, Jessica notices a small group of fans waiting outside the studio, hoping to catch a glimpse of the contestants. She approaches them, a smile on her face. "Thank you all for your support," she says, her voice warm and inviting. The fans express their admiration, sharing how her story has impacted them. One young woman steps forward, tears in her eyes. "Your courage has inspired me to keep fighting," she says, her voice trembling. "I'm battling cancer too, and hearing your story gave me hope." Jessica feels a lump in her throat as she listens. "You are incredibly brave," she responds gently. "Remember, you're not alone in this fight. We're all in this together." The connection is immediate and powerful, reminding her of the importance of sharing her journey. In that moment, she understands that her role has shifted. She is not just a survivor, but also a beacon of hope for others. As the night draws on, the celebration continues with her family and friends. They gather at a nearby restaurant, where laughter fills the air and stories are shared. Jessica feels a sense of belonging and joy, knowing that she is surrounded by people who genuinely care for her. They reminisce about the challenges they've faced together, the late-night hospital visits, the moments of fear, and the laughter that helped them cope. It becomes clear that this journey has strengthened their bonds, creating a tight-knit family united by love and resilience. Jessica listens to her friends share their thoughts on her journey and the profound impact it has had on their lives. "You've reminded us all to appreciate every moment," one of her friends says. "Life is too precious to take for granted." Another adds, "You've shown us what true strength looks like. We're all inspired by your courage." The conversations continue late into the night, and Jessica feels a sense of gratitude for each person in the room. She knows that her journey is far from over. In fact, this is just the beginning. With Ahmadi's newfound clarity, she realizes that she wants to channel her experiences into something meaningful. She envisions sharing her story on a larger platform, perhaps writing a book or speaking at events to inspire others who may be facing similar challenges. As the night winds down, Jessica returns home, her heart full of hope and determination. She sits down with her journal, which has been a constant companion throughout her journey. Flipping to a fresh page, she begins to write. Today, I won more than a game. I won the chance to share my story, to connect with others, and to remind myself of the strength I possess. I will continue to fight, to inspire and to spread hope wherever I go. This is just the beginning. With each word, she feels a sense of purpose solidify within her. This is her next chapter, a chapter filled with possibilities, new beginnings, and the promise of making a difference in the lives of others. She knows that her journey with cancer has shaped her in ways she is only beginning to understand, and she is excited to embrace whatever comes next. As she closes her journal, Jessica feels empowered, ready to step into the future with courage and grace. She knows that she is not just a survivor. She is a warrior, a storyteller, and a source of inspiration. Together with her loved ones, she is prepared to face whatever challenges lie ahead, armed with the belief that love, support, and community can conquer even the darkest of times. As the days turn into weeks following her triumphant appearance on Family Feud, Jessica finds herself in a state of reflection and newfound purpose. The experience has ignited a flame within her, a desire to use her voice and story to make a positive impact in the world. With the encouragement of her family and friends, she begins to explore various avenues through which she can share her journey and inspire others. Jessica starts by reaching out to local support groups for cancer patients and survivors, eager to connect with those who may benefit from her experiences. She volunteers to speak at meetings, sharing her story of resilience, the challenges she faced, and the hope that she discovered along the way. Each time she stands in front of a group, she feels a sense of fulfillment wash over her. She sees the spark of hope in their eyes, and it fuels her passion even further. In one particularly memorable meeting, Jessica meets a woman named Maria, who is just beginning her treatment. Maria is apprehensive and filled with fear, her eyes reflecting the uncertainty of what lies ahead. As Jessica shares her story, she notices how Maria's expression changes. The initial apprehension begins to fade, replaced by curiosity and, ultimately, a glimmer of hope. After her talk, Maria approaches Jessica with tears in her eyes. "Thank you for sharing your story. It gives me hope that I can get through this," she says, her voice trembling. Jessica feels a warmth spread through her heart. "You're not alone in this fight, Maria. We're all here for each other," she replies, offering a reassuring smile. In that moment, she realizes the profound impact her words can have. It is a reminder that vulnerability can be a powerful tool for connection, and by sharing her journey, she can help others navigate their own challenges. As she continues to speak at various events, Jessica begins to feel the pull toward a larger platform. She starts to write a book, documenting her experiences, the lessons she has learned, and the strength she has discovered within herself. The writing process becomes therapeutic, allowing her to delve deep into her emotions and reflect on the journey she has undertaken. She writes about the fear, the uncertainty, and the moments of joy that punctuated her battle with cancer. Each chapter unfolds like a conversation with herself, revealing not just the struggles, but also the triumphs that have shaped her. Alongside her writing, Jessica also explores the world of social media. She creates an Instagram account dedicated to sharing her journey, filled with uplifting messages, candid reflections, and snippets from her daily life. The account quickly gains traction as people resonate with her authenticity and vulnerability. She finds herself connecting with a community of survivors, warriors, and supporters who share their own stories and encourage one another. The sense of belonging she experiences is profound, and she feels empowered to continue her mission of spreading hope. As her online presence grows, Jessica receives messages from people around the world who have been touched by her story. Some share their own battles with cancer, while others express gratitude for her words of encouragement. Each message reinforces her belief that sharing her journey is not just a personal endeavor. It is a collective movement toward healing and resilience. One day, as Jessica scrolls through her messages, she comes across a note from a young girl named Sophie. Sophie is only 12 years old and has just been diagnosed with leukemia. In her message, she writes, "I'm scared, and I don't know how to be brave like you. Can you help me?" Jessica feels a lump in her throat as she reads the heartfelt words. She realizes the weight of her influence and the responsibility that comes with it. Determined to reach out, Jessica replies to Sophie with a heartfelt message. She invites her to join a virtual support group she has started, where young cancer patients can share their fears, hopes, and experiences. Together, they create a safe space for conversation and encouragement, where they can lean on one another through their respective journeys. Jessica finds joy in mentoring these young fighters, offering them the support she wished she had during her own battle. As she continues to build this community, Jessica receives an invitation to speak at a larger cancer awareness event. It's an opportunity to share her story on a national platform, and she feels a mix of excitement and nerves. The event will bring together survivors, advocates, and healthcare professionals, all united by the common goal of raising awareness and supporting those affected by cancer. In preparation for the event, Jessica pours her heart into her speech, crafting a narrative that encapsulates her journey, the lessons learned, and the importance of community. She emphasizes the power of vulnerability and the strength that can be found in shared experiences. The night before the event, she practices in front of her mirror, feeling both nervous and exhilarated. On the day of the event, Jessica arrives with her family by her side, their unwavering support grounding her as she steps onto the stage. The audience is filled with people from all walks of life, each with their own stories and experiences. As she begins to speak, she feels the familiar rush of emotions, but this time, she channels it into her words. "I stand before you today, not just as a survivor, but as someone who has learned that we are stronger together," she begins, her voice steady and clear. She shares her journey, the moments of fear, the love that carried her through, and the hope that continues to shine brightly. As she speaks, she sees nods of understanding and tears glistening in the eyes of those listening. When she finishes, the audience erupts in applause, and Jessica feels an overwhelming sense of accomplishment. She has shared her truth, and in doing so, she has forged connections that transcend her own experience. After her speech, people come forward to share their stories, their gratitude, and their shared commitment to supporting one another. As the event wraps up, Jessica feels a deep sense of purpose. She understands that this journey is not just hers. It belongs to everyone who has faced adversity and emerged stronger. She is committed to continuing her mission of spreading hope, sharing her story, and uplifting those who need it most. As she leaves the event, surrounded by her family and friends, Jessica knows that this is just the beginning of a new chapter. A chapter filled with purpose, connection, and the unwavering belief that together they can face any challenge life throws their way.